What's up guys, Nate here. I just wanted to do a quick video showing you guys what I'm currently working on and what I'm going to be finishing up pretty soon here. The other day I spent some time Duracoating some knives, which I've only done once before, and definitely am not the best at still. It's a really funky paint. It's like really thin and likes to run if you put a coat on too soon. But I got better results on a few of these than I've gotten in the past, and still a couple drips in a few spots, but I thought I'd just show these off to you guys because I got the handles all shaped up and the blades Duracoated. So this one's got some green and brown burlap and black linen Gearbastion on it with kind of a rough Anzo pattern. I'm going to clean it up some more, just like polish up the grooves a little bit, because this stuff gets really, I sandblasted it just to finish it all evenly, but it gets really nice, really fuzzy. But I want a little bit of a cleaner pattern, but this one's going to look really wicked, I think. Kind of a big, thicker version of that little self-defense thing I made. It's got a pretty generous handle on it, but a hollow grind on both sides. Relatively thin, not crazy thin. That one's more of just like a heavy-duty work knife. Then I got this one. This is a model 312, I believe. A lot of people were interested in this. I posted one not too long ago. Somebody said if you made one in all black with the Duracoat, I think it was Super C Richards maybe. He said if you made one without the Duracoat on the handle in all black, he would like it. This one's actually a special order from a friend of mine, or a family friend. So this one is already spoken for, but I'm planning on doing a bunch of these at some point because people seem to really like them. This one's got a really nice thin flat grind on it. I'm not sure exactly how thin, I haven't measured it, but it's got a black micarta with thick black G10 liners on it, and I think this one just looks really gorgeous. The Duracoat on this one turned out absolutely perfectly, as you can see. Just really, really beautiful, and my grinds I think are really spot on. Plunges are pretty good. These are just going to get stainless pins, I believe. Just got to cut these down, but just wanted to show you some nice jimping up there. It's pretty sharp still, even with without the Duracoat. It was like crazy sharp, and now it's like a nice hold your thumb, but not too tight. So these are really, really. I love this black micarta with the. I have another, I made like a whole sheet of it at one point. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. So you can see how thick the liners are. Yeah, but I have some more of this. I'm going to use it more. I really dig it. And this is the Gearbastion I got. The black linen and the burlap. I like the multiple kinds of fabric together. I think it's really cool. Next is just a little Bowie styled or clip point hollow ground, nice and thin utility knife, and this is G10 with like a forest green like peel ply, but it's not like super rough peel ply, it's like kind of smoother. And I milled a couple channels in each side. Let me focus in on them. This one side got a little bit jacked up for some reason. I think it was because I didn't go deep enough, and then I had to re-fixture it to try to mill it, because I was trying to get them both perfectly even on both sides, and I got it pretty close. I'm starting to get better at playing around with my mill. This side is really nice. I like it. But I think the color combo on this is just sick. And this one I think will be up on Gearbastion. So you got a drip there. And there's a few that are hidden by the handle actually, which is really nice. There's one right there, little one there. They don't, affect the function at all. It's just looks. And if anybody works with Duracoat a lot, I'm not sure if I could sand that down and polish it or whatever, but I'm just going to leave it for now. For this one, yeah, I really want to keep this one for myself because I really love the color combo on there. It's so sweet. Next is another clip point. This one's flat ground. This one I got a drip on the blade, a couple drips right there. It's just you let the coat dry for, it says like 5 minutes, but I let it dry for like 15 and then sprayed the other one on. And yeah, I'm learning you just got to be super light. Like you can't try to coat it all in one layer. You got to just mist it each time. And this is these are all 154 cm, by the way. These two are 100 thousandths, and these are 187 thousandths, or 188, so just over 3/16. And these are 100 thousandths, which is a thickness of metal I really like. But this one's got blue and black, some thin 1/8 inch blue and black G10 that I left the blue color showing for the most part, milled some channels into it. I think it looks really sharp. If I can focus. There we go. So I could expose some more of the black in there. They're going to have a lanyard tube and whatnot. And these are just smooth sandblasted scales. Nice and clean look. Blue and black. Little really nice slim thing. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for sheaths for these, because they don't really work with the normal style Kydex, because there's nothing for it to grab onto really, and this is way too thin. I may do a Kydex sheath with some sort of strap, like with a snap or something. So next is some just fun projects that I've been working on for a while. This one I showed a long time ago before it was ground. I finally had the balls to grind it, and I think it turned out really well, although I dropped it a couple times I think and dinged it up. Dropped it and the tip bent a bit, but kind of a long, I don't even know what to call it, pointy thing. Nice flat grind and long swedge along the whole thing. A little bit of file work here. Just playing around with this, and then I milled the tang sides parallel, and then the shoulders perfectly square, and I milled out this little copper guard and filed it to try to make it fit perfectly. But it's got some gaps in there, so I might try to solder it on, or I might make a new one. You never know. But this one's gonna get. I got this really nice piece of stag, really popcorny, really cool. It's gonna be the end piece, and then I'm gonna use, I think, some jade, like 2 pieces of jade, with some of this Gicarda stuck in there in the middle, with this the end, basically end grain showing. So I think that'll be pretty sick. I've never done a stacked handle like that before, and I really love jade next to stag, so we're going to see how that looks. But this piece of stag is just gorgeous. But I got one of those really long drill bits to do with it. So these are the first 3 knives I've made that have guards on them. I'm playing around with my mill, and so here's another one. Just a little. This one is 154 cm. This one's D2. Just a little kind of Skinner thingy with a brass guard. That's you can see there. I milled some channels into the side of the knife, and the guard slides in perfectly. And then I, sanded it all. I got the small wheel attachment up and running on my KMG. I just attached it to the underside of my flat platen, so I just flipped this over and I got the small wheel, and I haven't been hindered by it at all. I haven't run into it. I was going to buy another tooling arm, but I decided to just leave it like this because it's been working out just fine. It hasn't come loose or anything from vibration, and it's nice to just be able to flip it over and use it. So really, that small wheel attachment is just an amazing addition to my shop. It's letting me do stuff like this. Just get that perfect transition there. And I'm going to do 3 tube rivets to hold it on. Again, I might solder this guard on just to fill in any little tiny gaps there might be. But this one's been a lot of fun. Let me see if I can get the guard off. See if I can get the guard off for you guys real quick here. It's a pretty snug fit, but I can get it off with my hands here. So you see there's some channels milled in there, and it fits back on without too much effort, actually. Yeah, whatever. I'll do it later. Shit, stuff's flying. Alright, so then this next one, another funky knife with a guard. I haven't done like a straight edged. This one's got a nice hollow grind on it, by the way. I'm finding hollow grinds are a lot of fun to do, and they're really not easy, but way easier to get a nice grind line than with a flat grind. I find like that's pretty dang good, I think, as far as grind lines go. There's a little hiccup right there, but you know, 30 seconds to clean it up. But yeah, hollow grind. I'm loving the hollow grinds. This is a lot of fun. And this one is a hollow grind as well. I just really dig that look of this perfectly straight hollow grind on a thick little knife. This is D2 as well. Same guard style thing. A little bit uneven there, but that'll get fixed. This one, I actually milled out channels on the side of the knife and then one across the front, so the guard actually slides in. It's going to be kind of a bear for my heat treaters, I think. I hope it doesn't F up, but this is a fun one. I'm happy with this knife, how it's turning out. Kind of an angular handle to fit the, you know, angular look of the blade. I was thinking about putting a second edge up here on the front, and I would like to get your guys' opinion about that. I like how clean it is now, but I would like to. I'm thinking about doing a second edge up there. I might just make another one of these with that edge on there. But you can see this is the finish off of a A65 Trizac belt, the Gator belts. I really am loving them for finishing, and I've been using the 165. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's these belts right here, these Gator ones. The 165 is actually grittier than the 65. They're backwards with their nomenclature, I believe. And so I've been cutting in my plunges with the 165, and see, this one's a little bit gunked up, but I really like the results I'm getting. Gives you a nice round, you know, termination of the grind there. But so yeah, having a lot of fun with the mill and with the grinder, and really excited about what's coming out. This is getting to be a lot of fun. This one's going to be a little wicked little thing. Handle is just barely long enough. These are unheat treated still. These three with guards on the end here, obviously. But a couple of these will be up on Gearbastion. This one is spoken for. I believe these three are not. The two little utilities and the big one. So if you're interested in any of them, let me know. This one will come with a Kydex sheath. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with these. Maybe I'll just sell them to you without a sheath for cheaper if you're interested. Also, I have a couple of items up on Gearbastion. If you haven't seen, I have, let's see, go out here into the office area, I suppose. Been playing some MechWarrior lately. I got this self-defense, really thin, same model as the as that other. Let's see, this sheath is a little bit funky because it's a funky shaped blade, but this one is very similar to that other big guy I have going on, but I did the Kydex sheath for it. Which turned out really nice. Just because the blade gets slightly thinner towards the back, there's a little bit of friction right in here, but if you just pull it out with with a firm hold on the sheath, it works out. And this is inside the waistband clip. I just got to rebend it a little bit, but you slide it down in your pants, and this goes through your belt. This hooks over your pants and goes around your belt. Works really nice. Then I also have this stag-handled spike that's up for sale as well. So check those out if you haven't. go to Gearbastion, look at other people's shops. They have some really, really great stuff. Come play some Mech Warrior with me if you're into BattleTech or anything like that. Come play with me. Got a new tattoo here. All systems nominal. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Peace.